Hi, and welcome back to video number 3. In the last 2 videos, I shared with you the first 2 steps to creating a life that you truly love. The first one is you have to decide who you're committed to being and what you want to create in the world. Step number 2, and often the toughest step, is to truly dedicate yourself to what it is that you want. Now, the third step took me a while, and I know in the first video I kind of glazed over my story, but I want to share a little bit more with you. I grew up in the entertainment industry. I had a grandmother that looked like a movie star and an uncle that could play anything on the piano and sound incredible. There was something within me, and I just knew that that was something I wanted to get into. So what did I do? I took acting classes and dance classes, and I invested tons of time and energy into developing myself into a host. And I've been so fortunate because I've hosted shows on MTV and TV Guide and E! And a lot of great networks. But what I found in that pursuit was that I actually wanted to do something greater than that. I wanted to reach more lives. So when I had the opportunity to buy a talent agency that I went through as a child at the age of 27, I jumped on it. In fact, my mom and I both put in $15,000, and that was so much money for me at 27. And I took over an agency, and within the first couple years, it grew 400%. But here is where things got a little shaky. We had this thing called a recession. And at this point, I was in my early 30s. And even though I loved this business and what I was doing, I didn't develop myself. I didn't seek outside resources. I didn't continue to develop myself as a leader, as a manager, and as a business owner. And if you really want to create excellence in your life, if you want to step outside the norm and do things that other people aren't doing, you have to develop yourself. And so when I moved out to Los Angeles, I was pursuing television hosting full-time and finding myself very empty. And I dove into personal development. And I really figured out how my brain works, the beliefs that I was attaching myself to, the outcomes I was committed to creating. And I surrounded myself with people that were stretching me in ways that were really uncomfortable at times. But I would not be the woman I am today. Inspired living would not exist if I did not spend that 1.5 years developing Keri. So step number 3 is develop. You can't create any sort of wealth or joy or happiness or community without developing yourself, your friends, your people. So when's the last time you invested in reading a book that actually made you a better person? When was the last time you attended a conference or an event where you were surrounded by like-minded people that inspired you to take that next big step in your life? When was the last time you took time out for you and really, really got clear with the gap between where you are right now and where you want to be? I was so fortunate. I spent a year traveling the world as a trainer and speaker for Chris Howard, and he's an amazing personal development coach. And I just really encourage you to really look at what you need to develop in your life. Right now, I'm developing my CEO muscle, right? I'm lifting those CEO weights. I am constantly growing into a different version of myself. And when I stop looking at that, I have coaches that I pay for. I have mentors. I have amazing friends that I aspire to be like. I am constantly looking at myself. And if you take some time, deciding is awesome. Dedication is so important. But when you stop developing yourself, you stop really allowing things to come into your life that will truly take it to the next level. So in this video, I'd love for you to take a few moments and really just write out or think about or start doing research on events, books, people that you can connect with that will help you develop into that person you decided to be. I'll see you in video number 4.